2 ministerial nominees were screened as the Senate resumed plenary today.
The nominees from Oyo and Yobe states, Adebayo, Shittu and Kahdijat Ibrahim, filed past the lawmakers to answer questions on various subjects. 3 nominees were initially slated to be screened. It's not clear why the third nominee did not show up. While the nominee from Oyo State, Mr. Shittu, was subjected to rigorous questioning lasting for over an hour, Mrs. Ibrahim had what could be described as an easy ride, as she was asked to take a bow and leave without answering any questions.
I come from a political family where great emphasis is placed on integrity in leadership, service to the people, good morals, and strong family values. Over the years, I have availed myself to contribute to the emergence of a new and better Nigeria of our dream through the development of sustainable legislation, such legislation that will bring about positive change to governance.
I want to put the question, is it the wish of the Senate that the nominee should take a leave and go?
Well, there we have it. There we have it. A bow and go.
I say with all sense of responsibility that I have never been indicted by any panel of inquiry. I recently became aware of a gazette. What happened? In that year 2000, I was the secretary of the National Committee on Hajj. And throughout the period that the crisis occurred, I was away in Saudi Arabia on national assignment. So I was not even in the country when the crisis occurred. And if you look through the gazette, I was not invited. And in law, if you are not invited, if there are allegations against you and you are not invited, whatever finding which comes out goes to no issue. Number 2, in that gazette, I was not even alleged of anything. At the tail end of it, perhaps for political reasons, because I was in PDP then, somebody smuggled, something into it to say that the governor should advise me. Advice, not indictment. The list of those indicted is in the gazette. I have copies of it here. He said that I should be advised not to be publishing publications which are capable of bringing about whatever crisis. Life must be about service to God. And a lot of people may be religious, but they are not godly. So I describe Nigeria as a country of religiosity without godliness. After that gazette, where I was sought to be advised, the government brought out another gazette. I have a copy of it also here, saying that they had forgiven all those who had been indicted. And so the case against them was truncated. The case was, stopped by the government. I am not an extremist. I'm not a religious fanatic. But I believe in God, and I believe that as much as possible, everybody must work towards a saner and more godly society.